Breaking news surrounds one of Donald Trump's Treasury Department cabinet picks, Scott Bassent, and the significant controversy surrounding his financial practices and qualifications. Senator Elizabeth Warren, a Democrat from Massachusetts who serves on the Subcommittee on Taxation and IRS Oversight, has raised sharp concerns. Through her statements and a pointed letter, she highlights alarming details about Bassent's financial history, lack of governmental experience, and potential conflicts of interest. Let's delve into the revelations that are already shaking Washington. Elizabeth Warren's scathing letter. Senator Warren issued a 31-page, 180-question letter addressed to Scott Bassent ahead of his confirmation hearing. In her letter, she emphasizes that the role of Treasury Secretary demands safeguarding the financial system for all Americans, not just enriching the wealthy elite. She writes, "Although you've had a lengthy career in the financial sector as a hedge fund manager and have been a major campaign fundraiser, you have no government experience. At the same time, you are poised to inherit some of the most far-reaching government powers in the world's largest economy." The senator's letter critiques Bassent's track record, noting that his expertise lies in making already rich investors even richer rather than reducing costs for American families or creating a robust economy for everyone. Warren argues that Bassent's background lacks a comprehensive record of positions related to Treasury responsibilities. She called on Bassent to answer a series of critical questions and provide testimony that clarifies how he plans to lead the department responsibly. Concerns over deregulation. Another focal point in Senator Warren's critique is Bassent's advocacy for financial deregulation. She cites a November opinion piece he authored in the Wall Street Journal, where he argued that Donald Trump had a mandate to reprivatize the U.S. economy through deregulation and tax reform. Bassent suggested that deregulation would spur growth by encouraging more lending and reinvigorating banks. Warren pushes back against this stance, asserting that deregulation of the financial industry was a key factor in the 2008 financial crisis, a crisis that cost the U.S. economy nearly $20 trillion and caused millions of Americans to lose their homes. She warns that a return to such policies under Bassent's leadership could have devastating consequences for working families. The art of the steal. The controversy doesn't stop with Bassent's policy positions. A memo obtained by NBC News reveals that Bassent allegedly avoided over $950,000 in self-employment taxes between 2021 and 2023. The Senate Finance Committee's Democratic tax staff reviewed Bassent's tax returns and financial disclosure forms and found evidence of improper deductions and questionable interpretations of the tax code. While a spokesperson for Bassent's transition team denies any wrongdoing, claiming he provided thousands of pages of documentation and followed all laws, critics see this as a red flag. The memo suggests that Bassent's personal tax filings contradict the very principles he would oversee as Treasury Secretary, raising serious questions about his ability to lead the department ethically and effectively. Democratic opposition. Senator Ron Wyden, chair of the Senate Finance Committee, has also expressed skepticism. Wyden and other Democratic lawmakers argue that Bassent's financial practices reflect a broader pattern within Trump's administration, one that prioritizes the interests of the wealthy at the expense of ordinary Americans. At Bassent's confirmation hearing, scheduled to begin at 10:30 a.m., these issues are expected to dominate the discussion. Democrats are likely to focus on his history of tax avoidance and his commitment to policies that disproportionately benefit the rich. They may argue that his nomination is emblematic of Trump's Art of the Steal, a play on his well-known book title, The Art of the Deal. The bigger picture. This controversy underscores a recurring theme in Trump's cabinet appointments, the selection of individuals with immense wealth and corporate connections but limited government experience. Critics say this approach prioritizes personal enrichment and corporate interests over public service and accountability. Bassent's nomination is just one example of what many predict will be a pattern throughout Trump's presidency, should he serve another term. A divided Senate. The Senate Finance Committee's response to these allegations will be critical. While Republicans may rally behind Bassent, Emphasizing his private sector success and alignment with Trump's economic agenda, Democrats are likely to highlight the ethical and practical concerns his nomination raises. Senator Warren's letter and the subsequent memo represent a coordinated effort to hold Bassent accountable. Whether this scrutiny will derail his confirmation or simply become a flashpoint in a deeply divided political landscape remains to be seen. One thing is certain. The debate over Bassent's nomination will serve as a microcosm of larger battles over economic policy, accountability, and the role of government in regulating powerful financial interests. Stay tuned for updates as this story continues to unfold. This is a developing situation that highlights not just the qualifications of one cabinet nominee, but the broader values and priorities shaping the direction of the country.